Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And boy, a rough start to this one as this kick goes out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
On first down, Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 28.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Rodgers now on first down. Dancing to his left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
On 2nd down, Dillon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with the new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing, right? And everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Throwing is Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Drops it to Jones in the flat. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, this defense for the Packers, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki.
And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Aaron Jones
hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
They're at the halfway point of the season, Charles. 8-0. What a great start. Clearly a Super Bowl contender, if not the outright favorite, through 2 months to win the whole thing.
Well, there aren't too many bad things you can say right now, because this team is playing pretty well. They've had a couple of injuries. That could plague them down the stretch. But their intensity doesn't waver. I think the road to the Super Bowl is going to go through them in the playoffs. And if you're on their road, things could be bumpy for you.
These two teams all tied after one. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tunyon. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to give them a little bit of credit for fortitude there. 4th and inches, and they don't run the football. Normally, you just wedge your way through, fall forward, find the yardage. They took a shot and put it in the air, and it paid off.
Maybe they saw the defense overcommitting.
A lot of confidence there, though, because even if they overcommit, you just want to make sure you get the first down. You throw an incompletion on 4th down there, they're going to second-guess you the rest of the game.
Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
And again, it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And this is caught. And he'll be out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Dillon will take this one in for a Packer touchdown. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Being chased out left. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play there for the Dolphins. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Now Leonard Fournette. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way. And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
At the 39-yard line.
On play action, it's Rodgers.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Desmond King picks it.
And the Dolphins will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The give is to Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Forced out to his left. Man open, here is Jones. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. Tua sets up to pass it. Eluding the pressure right. It's complete to Fuller. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Fournette on the counter. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Fournette running out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Defensively, after the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. From the gun, it's Tua. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 21-14.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
Hey, check 26. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Here we go. Check. Switch.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. Buying time to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Rodgers now on first down. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
63 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
And, Charles, you look at this defense. They were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Yeah, there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Steps away to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. To throw, it's Rodgers. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 18 yards on each of the last 2 plays, and they're picking up big chunks now.
These Packers and these Packer fans really thrive in the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Rodgers.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again. A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up. They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A.J. Dillon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. A give to Jones. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Now he'll let it go deep right side. He's got a man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10, Rodgers. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers.
Able to hit his target, Lamb.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Dillon.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Dillon again.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And it's caught.
And he is going to be out of bounds, well short of the pylon, and that will be a turnover on downs.
They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Jones. And they'll get him down up past the 15.
94 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again. Makes sense, doesn't it?
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10.
It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play.
And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got it complete to Waddle.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Jones.
And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Running right, Jones. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Aaron Jones.
25 yards to the house.
And the Dolphins go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
This is taken in. It's complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins have just about sewn